Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to a beautiful start today. It's so good to see you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. And before we get started, I want to ask you a question. This is a question that people often want to have asked of them, and they always have the right answer. The right answer, though, may surprise you. Did anyone ever go to you, hey, are you busy? And you're like, oh my gosh, oh yes, I'm so busy. And it's like being busy is like, it's part of this cool kids club. That's not so cool. But if someone's to ask you, hey, are you productive? You go, gosh, I sorely want to be. I want to be productive. So this is for the people who would love to move from busy to productive, from being in that frenetic to being on purpose by doing one thing, right? Just one thing. I mean, it's like single tasking is almost like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a slacker. If I told people I'm just doing one thing and it makes everything else work, people are going to be like, whoa, and then they're going to be, teach me how. Let me follow you. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Because I want to do that same thing too. And this is all about research coming out that we talked about 3 years ago. But the research has gotten deeper and deeper. It was based on Harvard School of Business talking about something called the Linchpin habit, which reminding us is that doing something, one thing, first thing in the morning, and its relationship to how it carries you through the day. And the research really centered around how if someone does one thing first thing in the morning, whether it's prayer or meditation or exercise or eating a healthy breakfast, that will literally help to move them in doing more and more healthier habits. But now they've been digging into the business acumen and how doing that one thing, the Linchpin habit, actually helps us to organize our entire day so we can actually discern when we're being busy versus being productive. And this is really interesting because, I mean, there are certain people we hang out with who we get together with them and it's like obligatory, and all of a sudden we're busy because we're with them and we're just doing this, and it can be fun, but then sometimes you go, man, I just lost 2 hours and it really wasn't what I wanted to do. Here's the part that is really fascinating when it comes to our brain. The brain that does one thing well, first thing in the morning, that Linchpin habit, becomes incredibly discerning of where the good things are the rest of the day in relationship to people that you want to be with who help you move your purpose forward, help you to understand where spending time scrolling down through Instagram, that's a really good use of time, or trolling on Facebook, even better use of time. But getting really, really clear, your brain goes, you know what? Not a good use of energy, not a good use of your time, not a good use of your spiritual energy and time and how you want to show up in the world. And I use that word spiritual because productivity means that if it doesn't benefit the entire hive, it's not going to benefit the bee. This is the hive and you are the bee. And when you are doing something productive, it means that you are moving forward in the thing that makes you come alive, your great big work in the life, and how it affects everything around you. It's so powerful to consider that this Linchpin habit literally helps the brain to discern when you are on purpose, when you are doing something that literally helps to elevate and lift your goodness, which that's the spirit, right? Spirituality is your goodness, it's your light, it's your love. And when that gets lifted, we tend to be producing something that really benefits the whole. And it may not look so busy. You're not doing, I'm on my phone, I'm doing the dishes, I'm helping my kids with my homework, I'm also trying to talk with my lover and look like I'm really interested. None of that stuff. Centered, courageous, living in that space of grace. Slowing down, being mindful, being on purpose. Remember, if it doesn't benefit the whole hive, it doesn't benefit the bee. So let's benefit the bee, right? By taking care of what's happening out there. The beautiful thing about you is that you are contagious and you are alive to the degree that you serve. Much love, every blessing. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.